You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I have got your 2-week spoilers for March 24th through April the 4th. Drew is going to rip Nina a new one, and Elizabeth is plotting and scheming. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not subscribed, please click that button. Let's get started with what's coming in these 2 weeks. On Monday, March 24th, we've got Portia and Nina connecting. She's also got scenes with Ava. So all of this has to be about the Drew trouble. And I wonder if Portia is going to admit to Nina as well about the blackmail, the test rigging and all that, since she knows that Ava and Nina are close and aren't going to rat her out for anything. Meanwhile, Portia talks to Ava, who warns her not to let her fear over Curtis finding out about this blackmail make her do something dumb. But Portia's definitely thinking about doing something dumb because she had Drew's medical file in her hand and she was browsing it. She never should have been in it. She's already broken protocol by touching it. I feel like she's going to do something shady again. Meanwhile, Drew reassures Willow, and this is going to come after Drew catches Nina rifling his safe. She used the spare house key from Willow and the combination she got from Maxie, and Drew catches her red-handed, and he's very snarky and wants to know if Nina relocked the safe. Willow is going to go off on her mom and tells Nina whatever she says, Willow's not gonna believe it. Meanwhile, Drew may reassure Willow that there's nothing in there in the safe to be found because he's clean. He's not clean, he's dirty, but that doesn't mean there's anything incriminating in his safe. Speaking of incriminating and criminals, Valentin is still at the PCPD and he wants Alexis to do something for him. She's not sure how she can help, given how deeply he's gotten himself in with the WSB and the FBI and that kill order on him. But I'm guessing his request has something to do with Charlotte, who is still family to Alexis. Jason flings out an ultimatum. He may be preparing to tell Carly it's me or him when it comes down to Jack Brennan, but Carly's going to push back. She doesn't think Jason is going to bail on her at this point and flat out tells him, "Don't quit me." Meanwhile, Jocelyn has some FaceTime with FBI boss Jack Brennan, who Valentin has now teased might actually be head of the whole entire WSB operation, even though he's sitting innocuously in Port Charles acting like he's a local station chief. Brennan warns Jocelyn she's not ever going to be a WSB agent if she tells her mom, Carly, anything about this. First of all, that is very fast spy school. Was she on an accelerated track? Seems like it would at least be a few months. It's been a few weeks. And second, of course, Jack doesn't want her to tell Carly anything because he doesn't want to get dumped. Meanwhile, Lucas keeps talking to Elizabeth. He tells her more, and Elizabeth turns around and she presses Lucas. She thinks something is wrong that's going on she needs to know about. Lucas already spilled to her about Marco and that one night stand thing, but this spoiler may be about Lucas telling Elizabeth that Brad was blackmailing Portia, and that may have expanded into other person or persons now blackmailing Portia, which, as we know, is true. So on Tuesday, March 25th, Tracy is giving Brooklyn the 3rd degree, maybe because she wants to know why her mom Lois packed up and ran off. You know, hopefully Lulu hasn't spilled to Tracy about BLQ's teen pregnancy, but I wouldn't put anything past her. Liz corners Rick at the hospital asking for info, and she may be asking about Portia's trouble with Drew. Rick shouldn't tell her because of attorney-client privilege, but, you know, he really likes Liz, so we'll see. Ned has a plan that he reveals. I'm guessing it's about Drew. Carly and Brennan have a frank discussion about the future. Of course, Jason doesn't want them near each other, but I don't think they're going to care about his opinion, and I think things are going to keep moving forward. Carly doesn't seem to be holding a grudge about getting poisoned. And Ava gets a leg up on someone, you know, maybe it's Christina, who is her chief rival these days. Wednesday, March 26th, Laura is butting heads with local politician Ezra Boyle. He is on Team Drew. He is an ally, and he may even have his eye on Laura's job. Meanwhile, Lulu admits something. Is she going to tell somebody about BLQ's personal private business? And Jordan is questioning Curtis. I wonder if she's asking about why Portia is helping out Drew with this PR stuff, and then Portia has been acting cagey with Jordan. And, anytime Portia's up to something, Jordan seems to sniff it out and take it to Curtis. Christina is doing a little tantrum midweek, and it's got to be about Ava. Meanwhile, the woman in question, Miss Jerome, gives Rick an update, maybe about her money mess, maybe about antagonizing Christina, which he's on board with. He's not a fan either. Thursday, March 27th, Rick gets together with Alexis. She demands he come to the office, and it might be about the tension and growing hostilities between Christina and his girlfriend, Ava. Elizabeth is in for a surprise from Lucky, maybe a romantic dinner or a date. Jordan confides in Isaiah, and Felicia is grilling Sasha on Thursday. Plus, Jason has his guard up. So many things to have his guard up about. Friday, March 28th, Ava is slinging threats, and Christina is regretting a choice that she made. Plus, Anna's looking back on her past. Maybe she's reminiscing about Valentin when he is shipped off. I'm guessing they're going to send him to Steinmauer. We shall see. Emma makes a bold and drastic move on Friday, while Tracy and Elizabeth are talking about Drew. Maybe they're all going to be part of the We Hate Drew crew. The week of March 31st through April 4th, Elizabeth does some digging. After speaking with Lucas and then Rick, Liz is then with Tracy at the end of week 1, and Liz may be shocked to hear just how low Drew has gone lately, the crypt stuff, all of this. But what can Liz do about Drew or to Drew? We'll find out. Ava lashes out. She just made a threat. She's had about enough of Christina's accusations. And of course, money stress makes you edgy, and Ava's money madness may have her in a fighting mood to work out some of her stress, and all of this is going to come to a head soon. Christina is also losing control, probably going to face some pushback from her mom and dad. Sonny just wants her to stay away from Ava, and so does Alexis. But this new Christina, the way they're writing her, she's so irritating, incapable of self-control, and cannot stay in her lane. Anna's trying to put Valentin in her rearview mirror while still trying to save him. So what does that mean for Anna's future? I saw a rumor, and this was interesting, that Steve Burton might have pushed back on the Jason and Anna pairing that the show seemed to be chemistry testing. I honestly don't know what's going on about that, but he's had no other love interest, and he's basically been an accessory in other people's storylines. So if he turned down that romantic pairing, that would be interesting. Emma may be getting her hands dirty soon in the fight against Drew. Emma's one of those speak truth to power crusaders who is very much anti-Drew, so she could be a real problem for him.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.